Everyone, today is Tuesday, August 24th, 2010. My name is Ryan and you're watching the Baby Beaver Bunch. And this week's topic is what our favorite movies, books, quotes, and albums are. And I really need a haircut. Anyways, my favorite book is The House of the Scorpion, because I'm really into sci-fi, and that is a sci-fi novel, and I find it very interesting, and well, I don't read a lot, and it's funny because everyone assumes that I do, and everyone assumes that I have good grades, but I really don't have good grades, and I don't read a lot. But that is one book that I thoroughly enjoyed reading a lot, and I would say you should read it because I like it. My favorite movie is obviously Boys Don't Cry. Not only because it's extremely relatable, because the main character is trans and his love interest was pretty redneck, and I'm trans and my former love interest was pretty redneck. So I found it very relatable, but also I like when movies have the ability to make me feel and make me realize that feeling's not bad, and make me be able to cry and let it all out. And I cry so much during that movie. My favorite movie used to be Lost and Delirious, even though I decided it was my favorite movie before I ever saw the movie. I read the script, and that was the first and only script so far that's made me burst into tears, and so I really liked it, and that was also very relatable for me at the time. Let's see, my favorite quote, I don't really have one, except I do have a few that I like, I'm not sure who this is by. I think it's by Ronnie Radke, who is very sexy. Anyways, it's every saint has a past, every sinner has a future. And I like that because it shows that almost no matter how much you've fucked up in the past, if you just try, you can go the distance like Hercules, and you can achieve, even if you're in a gutter, you can stand up and clean yourself off and become righteous if you want to. Also, like a few quotes by Kurt Cobain, like I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not, because you should be true to yourself, like, no matter what, because if you're not being true to yourself, then you're not being true to anyone else. And eventually, even if you're being loved by people for who you're not, you're eventually going to start to detest yourself because of it. I also like the quote that goes like, wanting to be somebody else is a waste of who you already are, because that is very true. I know so many people that want to change themselves and want to alter who they are to be somebody else, when really they're great as who they are. Even though they may not see it, they really are. They just have to dig into their goodness, because everyone's good. Everyone has some sort of goodness in them. They just have to look for it, and people just don't want to when they give up on themselves, and I don't think they should. I don't think that at all, and I think it's a shame that so many people do. Anyways, my favorite album is Folie à Deux by Fall Out Boy, and I like that because after my ex-girlfriend, my second most recent ex-girlfriend, broke up with me, she had always liked Folie à Deux, and I never listened to it, and about a week after we broke up, or more, I was in class on the computer, and I decided to look it up, and I was completely blown away. I was acting crazy in the middle of class because it was so good. the way it all fits together, the whole album is just like great. There's no like one song that I listen to from it. The whole album as a whole is just so amazing, and the instrumentation and how everything's put together, and it almost sounds like it's rock, it's indie rock, but it's not really rocky. It almost sounds like a musical, which I really like. And yeah, I like how the lyrics are so riddled with metaphors, and all of that is just awesome. If I didn't say it was Folie à Deux, I'd probably say it's Rasia's Shadow. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but I like that because I like how it's a musical, and I like all of the different arrangements behind it, and all of the different vocalists, and the characterization, and the storyline, and the lead singer of the Hush Sound, Greta. When her voice comes in, I just nearly jizz my pants every time. Seriously. Anyways, and those are my two favorite albums, just because as a whole they're both really great. I mean, I like other albums like Sometimes by City and Colour, but I like it as individual songs and not a whole album. Although I do like the whole album, I don't view it as I view them as individual songs and not an album. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, but y'all should know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, then I'm sorry. So I think that's it. So, this has been your Tuesday on the Baby Rewatch, and I hope you guys have a nice rest of your week, and I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Bye.